moving like the speed of sound.
Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? I'm Lockdrop Games, and today I'm bringing you guys a very special video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys my top 10 favorite video games of all time. Now let's take this into consideration. So if there's a little bit of older people out there, I'd be playing games like, I'm 16, so I wouldn't be playing some far back, really old games that are very historic or whatever, or just some classic Mario games. I wouldn't be really playing too much of those, but I do have some Mario games on here on my list, and some other cool games that I did play as a kid, that was in my time of actually playing video games. So let's get straight into this video. So coming in place number 10 is Mario Sunshine for the Nintendo GameCube. Now this game, I want to say it's the very first video game I ever played, but I also think Mario Party 6 or 7 might have been the very first game I ever played. But Mario Sunshine by far is one of my childhood memory games. I probably played it the most in my early years. I was probably I don't know, 5. No, I don't even know how old I would have been. 5, 6 maybe. And this game was just amazing. Sitting in my basement, my mom did daycare, so I had a bunch of kids over, and that's where I met Carson. You guys have actually seen him in a bunch of my videos, and I've mentioned him in a bunch of my videos. Yeah, we've been best friends forever. I mean, like 15 years for him, 15 years for me, 16 years. But it's just, I remember him coming over every day, and we'd sit down and we'd play Mario Sunshine in my basement in the games room, as we used to have one. And now the games room is practically my room. So yeah, that's coming in place number 10. So coming in place number 9 is Assassin's Creed 3. Now, I remember when this game first came out, it was actually pretty hyped. This is when Assassin's Creed was in its prime, and I feel like Assassin's Creed kind of died off near Black Flag, although I really did enjoy Black Flag. But I feel like ever since the Desmond series ended, the series has kind of been stale, and they need to stick with another character, and they need to find a new person. Like, you know how we had Desmond, now we're just kind of getting put into Assassins for one game, and it's not like a really fun story like we had in the previous years with Ezio and Desmond. But Assassin's Creed 3 was by far, I just love the story. A lot of people said it was really stale, really boring at the beginning because you're playing as Haytham, you're playing as Connor's dad. And I felt like that was, that part of the game needed to be in the, you needed to play as Haytham, or Nathan, or whatever his name is. I'm pretty sure it's Haytham. But you needed to play as him because he was basically getting his background, and then you're starting off as Connor as a little kid. Like, the game was by far amazing. I was playing it on Halloween night. I didn't go out trick-or-treating. I didn't hang out with any friends. I remember I played through the whole thing. I got so far in the game that night, and it was just so fun. I loved the bow and arrow and the tomahawk. The game was just, it was really awesome. I loved the countering moves. That's where they finally, I'm pretty sure that was the game where they installed the circle for countering, and then the kill chains, and that was just so fun to do. So yeah, that's number 9. Coming in at number 8 has got to be Battlefield 3/4. I'm leaning more towards Battlefield 4 because I didn't play too much of Battlefield 3. I probably played Battlefield 3 for a good year and a half, so that's actually pretty decent, but I didn't get it when it first came out. It was a very good game. I remember going to my friend Carson's house, again, another reference, and I'm like, the Frostbite 2 engine, guys, the Frostbite 2 engine. It was it's the coolest engine ever. The destruction is amazing, and that was the very first first-person shooter where I got to experience exploding and flying helicopters and airplanes and tanks and jeeps and everything, and just going ham on other people and explosions, and it was awesome. The Frostbite 2 engine was the shit, and I was just like, damn, I remember talking about that all the time. I'd see a glimpse in the movie with an explosion, and instead of people go, oh, that's Michael Bay, I'd be like, oh, that's Frostbite 2, and so on till Battlefield 4. I was a little bit, I was older when I got that game, and it was just, yet again, the Frostbite engine has just gotten better and better every year, so that's coming in at number 8. Coming in at place number 7 is Assassin's Creed Revelations. Now, I really did enjoy this game a lot, although, there was one thing that always bugged me, that Desmond had these creepy yellow eyes in that game, which not Desmond, Ezio had, creepy yellow eyes, which he didn't have in the original games, and he just looked kind of funny, but it was badass, because you're, 52 years old, and you're still kicking Templars' butts, and it was just an amazing game. I love the Constantinople area, and I really like the storyline, how you're jumping back and forth between the games, between time with Altair, and reliving some Altair glimpses, and just going back and playing some missions as Altair, and then going back to Desmond in his older years. And it was really cool how I really did enjoy the hook blade in that game. And I was kind of sad they didn't add in the hook blade into any other Assassin's Creed. I felt like that was probably, it's so small, but it was probably like the coolest thing. I remember it was so fun for climbing and jumping, making those long jumps, and if your hand didn't quite make it, your hook blade would catch onto the railing of the building or something, and you could pull yourself up. And I thought that was really neat, and even for fighting, the hook blade was actually pretty sick. You could run up to someone behind them or facing forward, and you do some sort of cool barrel roll over top of them and like flip them over, and they'd just be knocked out. And it was a really cool game. I really did enjoy it. So yeah, that's going to be in place number 7. So coming in at number 6 is actually Super Mario Kart for the DS. And I remember I had the DS Lite. It was black. Actually, I think it was blue. And me and my friends, Brayden, and all of our friends, we'd in like grade 1 or 2, we'd all take our DSs to school and we'd all have this game. And at recess time, we'd all just connect our DSs together and we'd literally just play Mario Kart every recess, every like. We did it so much. We'd go outside to the shade tree at this one school called New Sarum, and it was actually so fun just to sit down with your friends and just play some Mario Kart. And now that I think about it, it's a little funny, and I actually still play Mario Kart on the Wii with some of my friends time to time, and it just brings back memories of grade 2 and 1 where I was just a little kid playing on the DS at recess with a bunch of buddies. So yeah, so Super Mario Kart for the DS was definitely a game, and definitely deserves a spot on my list. Coming in at number 5 is Star Wars Battlefront 2. This game was so awesome, and we literally just got through the beta of the Battlefront, the new reboot of Battlefront from EA. That game was also very fun, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2. I did play the very first Star Wars Battlefront, but I didn't own that one. I only owned the first one for PS2. And like I said earlier, back when my mom did daycare, Carson would come over and he'd bring number 1 and I would have number 2, and we literally played that game every day, all day. Only times for like lunches and stuff, we'll go upstairs and we'll eat lunch and we'd come back downstairs and we'd play this game against each other. We'd always like going against each other, being on the same team, just going against the AI battles. The AI battles in that game were just so fun, and I honestly think that's all we did. We didn't play the little missions that you could do or the campaign. I don't even remember if there was a campaign in that game. I know, right? But we'd literally just sit down and go against each other. Like, he'd be the rebels, I'd be Imperial, he'd be the clone troopers, I'd be the droids. It was just so fun, and I just remember spending so much time on that game in my house, in my games room with Carson and his little brothers and like everything. Like this video was so fun. I always wanted to make a video like this, just talking about some like moments of my childhood and the games that I'd be playing. And I really hope you guys are enjoying this top 10 favorite video games ever. So we're going to go to number 4. So coming into 4th place has to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Very first Call of Duty I ever played. I played it at my friend's Cole's house, and I gotta say, I was crap. I'd get my ass kicked. I was so bad at that game. But like, there was something about the game that made me want to keep playing it. And in the years to come, I finally got an Xbox 360. And that first game I picked up was an Xbox 360 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I remember playing that all day, every day, with no friends, because none of my friends really had an Xbox 360 at the time. Well, I mean, a few of them did, and even if they did, I probably would not even have known how to send a party invite or like a game invite or anything. I'd literally just jump on the 360 and play the crap out of that game. Modern Warfare was like, ew, man, that game was so awesome. 2007, I was one of those kids. I was 8 years old. I was one of those kids playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. One of those little squeaker kids that everyone mutes in a lobby. That was most likely all of us at one point in COD, which is kind of funny to think on. And now it's frowned upon against these people. It's kind of funny. I mean, they are annoying. And honestly, if I was into someone older in their shoes in a lobby and ran into myself as a little kid, I'd probably slap myself in the face or slap that kid in the face. But Modern Warfare was just an absolute fun game, and that was my very first COD, so I had to put on the list for number 4, and it definitely deserves. Maybe it couldn't even got higher, but yeah, it's gonna take number 4. So moving on to number 3. So coming in at number 3 is a game that I'm not so sure like a lot of people know what it is, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Shadow the Hedgehog. For the GameCube, or I believe it was on the PS2. I can't remember either one of those. I'm pretty sure it was actually on the GameCube because it was a Nintendo game. But that game was the best. And I'm saying this when I talked about Battlefront earlier, sitting in my basement playing that all day, and I was talking about Mario Sunshine playing that all day. No, this game, Shadow the Hedgehog, Me and Carson. Here comes Carson again. I'm gonna get a message on him on Facebook or possibly a comment. He's just saying thanks for the shout out, bro. But it's so funny. He is literally like man. We've known each other too long, and it's kind of funny to just think back on these times. But Shadow the Hedgehog was basically Shadow is basically like, I'm pretty sure it was the evil version of Sonic. So like, it was always like, oh, he's Sonic's evil cousin, and I wasn't even sure if that was true, but I think he might have been. But that game was so fun. Like, it was so arcadey, like Sonic, and it was like death. It was like to the death. It was a split screen game or the campaign, but no one played it because we were pretty much too dumb to do that. We'd literally go against each other in these maps. You could pick like robotic versions of like Sonic the Hedgehog and other characters from there, like Knuckles and other stuff. You could pick like robot versions and like change the colors. A full customizable game. It was so cool. It was actually, it was amazing. I can't even believe the kind of games we have now compared to then. But it's so fun. We literally just go at it all the time, and that game was just amazing. I'm probably gonna be putting pictures of just like the game titles of in this video, so you guys can get like a quick little picture of what Shadow looked like if you guys don't know what he looks like. But that game was badass, and definitely deserves number 3 on my spot. So we're gonna move on to number 2. So actually coming in second place is Assassin's Creed 2. This is by far the greatest story game I've ever played in my whole entire life. If you guys have played this game, tell me what you guys think of this spot. It probably should have came first place, but I don't know. I remember I was playing this the first time on the Xbox at my friend Carson's. He was pretty much introducing me into the Assassin's Creed series. I didn't start off with 1, but I did go back and play that eventually. But I remember I was like, what's this game? It looks cool. So we put it in, and we restart the campaign, and we play it from scratch. And he lives in London, so I have to go like a 20-minute drive to get there. So usually when I hang out with them, I'm usually there for 2 or 3 days, or just for the weekend. So we almost beat the full game. Actually, if not, we beat the full game in 2 days. And that, like, Assassin's Creed, they're not short campaigns. So the beat it in 2 days was so awesome. It was so fun. Like Assassin's Creed 2, Desmond and Ezio, the combination between those two characters in that one, I feel like that was just the most intense one. I mean, you could meet Leonardo da Vinci. The campaign was so smooth. It had such a good story, and like, there's not even words to explain how Ubisoft did on that game. It literally deserves like to be the best game of all time, and I don't know how I didn't put this on first, but I got a really good one for first place. And yeah, but Assassin's Creed 2 is literally that game, man. Carson, right there, man. That game. If you're watching this video, man, that game. That's all I gotta say. So we're gonna move on to number 1. So coming in place number 1 on my top 10 favorite video games list ever of all time, as of right now, I'm gonna have to go with, guys. You guys ready? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That is my favorite all-time favorite game of all time. I've said all time like 100 times. Time. Holy shit, time. What am I saying? Oh my gosh. Alright, so Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is literally, that was the very first Call of Duty where I actually started to pick up the game. I mean, Modern Warfare came out, I was absolutely terrible. I mean, it's going to take me more than a year to get better. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us were pretty bad in our first year of playing COD. If not, I mean, you could probably still get a kill, but you probably go negative, positive, negative, positive between games, and as you're just starting off. But when Modern Warfare 2 came out, there was something about the feel of that game. That's where quickscoping came into hand. That's where like 1v1s became really big. It was just, that game was so fun. At the time, I actually didn't own it when it first came out. I still wasn't really following the Call of Duty series at that point of time. This is probably, I was probably 8 or 9. I mean, I was 9 or 10, most likely 10, because it came out in 2009, and I know I did play it in the year that it came out, but I didn't get it on day release or a week after or anything like that. I went to my friend Cole's house again, and he had it, and I played it, and I loved it, and I was like, I gotta get this stuff. Call of Duty is like, it was like my passion when I played it. Even though I was bad, there was just something about the game that made me want to get better at it, is because I was probably so bad, and I wanted to be like these cool kids jumping off the top of the red roof on Terminal and just doing 360 no scope silent shots, like double tapping Y. Like, I wanted to do that, and I still can't do that because I'm just not like the best trick shotter, but I am a very good sniper. And that game is just the kill streaks, the maps, the campaign, the special ops, everything about that game was amazing. And I can't wait for Infinity Ward's next game. Hopefully it's not crap like Call of Duty Ghost. And actually, Call of Duty Ghost wasn't that bad in my opinion. I mean, I did play it a lot, but I mean, they could have did better. But anyways, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is for my number 1. Let me know what you guys think. Like, this is in my order of my favorite games. And if let me know if you guys have played any of these games. If you guys have, please drop a like, comment, and tell me what you guys think of those games at the same time. Like, tell me what you, if you played any of these games, please tell me like which one is your favorite on my list. And yeah, it would be kind of cool to know. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in another video. Peace out.
I will